I'm heading back to my hometown for the holidays, but first I stocked my villa's pool with piranhas, put a massive corn snake and a bunch of tarantulas in my study, and now I'm just waiting for my ex-girlfriend to show up and break in. In my past life, she took advantage of me being gone for the holidays and snuck her entire family into my villa. They slept in my bed, drank my expensive wine, and her two nephews destroyed my entire collection of collectibles. 6 months later when I got back, I saw the wreckage and I was furious. When I tried to hold her accountable, my ex Willow actually live-streamed a fake suicide to guilt-trip me. People online who didn't know the truth started hating me. They trashed my company, threw rotten eggs at me, and Willow's sister literally ran me over with her car and sent me flying 30 feet. Now that I've been reborn, I'm gonna make sure she has a holiday she'll never forget. This time I'll make you pay with my own hands. I called up my buddy in the middle of the night and moved all my koi fish to his villa's pond for safekeeping. These koi are worth over $2 million total, and I can't let Willow's family destroy them. After we got all the koi out, the pool looked pretty empty, so I called my friend who's into aquariums. I told him I wanted to get some aggressive stuff, so first thing in the morning, he brought me a whole box of piranhas and 2 alligator snapping turtles. I had him dump the piranhas in the pond and cover them with some floating plants. Snapping turtles are vicious, so I had him put them in the big water tank in my backyard. My friend said these things are brutal. One whiff of blood, and they can strip a goose down to the bone in seconds. I was loving it. Then I asked him if he had any reptiles he could recommend. I mean, I'm not gonna be home for the holidays, so I want to keep burglars out. My friend got it immediately. How about a corn snake? Non-venomous, huge, scary as hell. And I got these non-venomous tarantulas too, they look terrifying. After I got everything set up, I confronted Willow, showed her proof she cheated on me, broke up with her without hesitation, kicked her out of the villa, and changed all the locks. But right before the holidays, she had the nerve to show up at my villa door. Why'd you change the locks? I can't get in anymore. We broke up, of course I changed the locks. You're not welcome here. You disgust me. We were together for a while, how can you be so heartless? That guy was married, I broke up with him. Now I don't even have a place to stay. You're going back to your hometown anyway, the house is just gonna sit empty. Willow had been to my place before. She knew my villa looked modest from the outside, but was super luxurious inside. The pantry was stocked with all kinds of food. They could stay in without leaving and eat and drink through mid-February. Why should I care if you have nowhere to stay? Your whole family can drop dead in the street for all I care. You're not welcome here. I shoved her aside, walked back in, and shut the door. I watched her through my video doorbell. Humph. Asking you nicely was me being generous. Once you leave for your hometown, I'm picking the lock. I'm moving in whether you like it or not. Seeing her smug face, I smiled. Not because I was mad, but because I was excited. I've been reborn, so I know exactly what's coming next. In my past life, as soon as I left for the holidays, Willow got some burglar from her village to pick the lock, then she waltzed in with her whole family. They not only cleaned out my pantry, drank all my vintage wine, and ate all the good food from my fridge, they also sold off all the designer stuff from my closet. Her sister even cooked up the 9 most valuable koi from my pool, but that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was her 2 nephews completely destroyed my entire wall of collectibles in my study. A lot of those were limited edition and out of print. I'd been collecting them for years. They were worth hundreds of thousands and meant everything to me. When I came home all happy after the holidays, I found out they'd been living there the whole time. I called the cops immediately and demanded they pay for damages, but Willow and her divorced sister with 2 kids had no money to pay me back. They threw tantrums and acted like total deadbeats, saying they had no money but they'd die before paying. To guilt-trip me, Willow even live-streamed in front of my house at night, saying I had money and property but cruelly kicked her out, and that she just wanted to crash for a few days but I called the cops on her. A bunch of people online who didn't know the truth hated me for it. In the end, their stupidity and greed got me killed. Now that I'm back, I'm gonna have some fun with them. You wanna spend the holidays at my place? Fine. I'll make sure it's a holiday you'll never forget. The next day, I hired a professional moving company to pack up all the collectibles from my study and take them to my other place for safekeeping, so her nephews couldn't wreck them. Pack this one separately, don't mix them, use foam. Add another layer. Then I packed up all the valuable stuff in the house, including all my designer items and several antique vases from the living room. Of course, an empty house would look suspicious. I bought a bunch of plants, the more toxic the better, and put them all over the house. I swapped out all the toiletries with expired products, replaced all the good booze in the pantry with fake knockoffs. I'm rich and dumb. Buying fake booze is totally normal, right? I also replaced all the premium frozen seafood with nasty rotten fish and shrimp. They love seafood, right? Well, eat up. Before I left, I had someone come install over a dozen hidden cameras all over my house. Behind that painting in the entryway, above the stairs, everywhere. Make them as hidden as possible. I need to see everything that happens and save evidence for the police. Signal's good outside. All positions are working. Thanks, man. No problem. Hit me up if anything comes up. Cool. Soon after, my massive corn snake and tarantulas arrived. I locked the corn snake in my study and put a bunch of tarantulas in my closet. Once everything was ready, I casually grabbed my luggage and walked out, but not before sticking a custom metal warning sign on the front door. Dangerous pets inside. Do not enter. Enter at your own risk. There. Now, if anything happens to them, it's not on me. I warned them, but I knew Willow. She couldn't help herself. She was dying to drive fancy cars, live in a villa, and feel like she was better than everyone. After I left, I went straight to the train station with my luggage. As soon as I got on, I pulled up all the cameras around my house, including the one at the front door. Nothing at first, but when I checked again after lunch, things had changed. Willow didn't disappoint. She brought the locksmith from her village. He picked my lock in seconds. When Willow got inside and saw the place was clean, she was thrilled. After paying the locksmith $500 to change the locks, she immediately swapped my fingerprint lock with some cheap one and used a knife to scrape off the warning sign I'd put on the door. Little did she know the camera under the eaves caught every single thing. After the locksmith left, she rushed to the pantry. When she saw the wine cabinet fully stocked and the fridge packed with food, she was ecstatic. Ha 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 ha, so much food! When my sister and her family come over for the holidays, we're gonna eat so good! She went back to the living room, turned on the floor heating, sat on the couch watching my TV, and then left 2 hours later, probably to pick up her sister and 2 nephews. I was almost at my station. I closed the camera feed on my phone, grabbed my luggage, and got off the train with the crowd heading toward the exit. It was almost New Year's, so the station was packed. My brother picked me up and was worried I wasn't wearing enough, so he even brought me a down jacket. I was in a good mood all the way until I got home to my hometown, lay in bed, and opened the cameras. By then, Willow had already brought her sister and her 2 super bratty nephews, Big Guy and Little Guy, back to my place. As soon as her sister Ivy got to my place, she started gushing about how nice the house was. Your ex-boyfriend's loaded. Of course he is. He's rich. Even though he won't forgive me now, as long as I stay here and refuse to leave, when he comes back and we spend time together, we'll get back together eventually. Ivy didn't think breaking into my house was wrong at all. She even gave Willow terrible advice. When she comes back, cling to her, then get pregnant. Doesn't even have to be his kid. Latch onto her. Once your family, this amazing villa becomes yours. Sis, you're so smart. With nobody else around, Ivy whispered a big secret to Willow. My ex-husband still thinks these twins are his. Even after the divorce, he sends me 20 grand a month in child support like clockwork. Truth is, they're not even my ex-husband's kids, they're my ex-boyfriend's. Hahaha. Ivy's trick was straight up evil. She'd been making her ex-husband wear the horns for years. I immediately downloaded that camera footage and had my friend look into who Ivy's ex-husband was. I was gonna send him this video. Might as well do a good deed. While the 2 sisters were chatting away, her nephew Big Guy ran out to the backyard to play. Out of curiosity about the alligator snapping turtle, he stuck his hand in the water tank. Luckily for him, maybe because it just got there and hadn't adjusted to the environment yet, the snapping turtle didn't bite. Seeing the massive thing in the tank, Big Guy got even more excited and kept reaching in to touch it. Finally, the little idiot's luck ran out and he screamed, "My hand, Mom, help me! Aha!"